Welcome to Homeschool Nolan, here to help you navigate learning in the digital age. There's been a lot of hype these days about how AI, or artificial intelligence, is going to change the way we live, work, and learn. And today, I'd like to talk about how AI will change homeschooling. But first, the branch of computer science known as AI has actually been around since the 1950s, but it's gotten a lot more attention this past year due to the rise of generative AI, or Gen AI. What's special about Gen AI is that it can generate content. The content can be text, such as an essay, a poem, or even computer code. It can generate images and videos as well. It can generate content, which until now, we thought only creative human beings could create. Because of that, some people think AI is going to replace a lot of jobs. I guess we'll see about that. But in my opinion, AI will never replace the homeschool parent or teacher. Instead, AI will change homeschooling by providing the ultimate teaching assistant to homeschool parents. I believe it's AI's ability to generate educational content customized for your child, which will revolutionize homeschooling. When I started homeschooling 3 years ago during the pandemic, my son was 7 years old, and I felt I had the knowledge to teach him almost every subject. But as he got older, I started to realize it would become harder and harder for me to teach him all the subjects that he needed. Yes, there are a lot of great books and videos out there, but it's easy to get overwhelmed by all the choices and finding the right ones for your child. The cool thing about AI is that not only can it generate educational content, but it can customize it for your child as well to fit your particular needs and preferences. Now, before I go further, I will say that AI is by no means perfect. Sometimes it can create results that aren't the best for you. That's why we will always need human beings to review their results. And that's why AI will never completely replace humans in many fields, including learning and homeschooling. But when it comes to homeschooling, AI can be a very helpful assistant for parents who otherwise might feel overwhelmed. Let me give you a few examples of how AI can assist with homeschooling. First, AI can help you teach and explain complex subjects. If you played around with ChatGPT and other popular Gen AI tools, you know it's pretty good, not only at summarizing and explaining, but also customizing a response in a certain style for a particular audience. For example, you could ask it to write a poem in the style of Shakespeare. What you could also do is ask it to explain more complex topics in a style that a child can understand, which is what homeschool parents often do. A few years ago, I bought this book, Quantum Physics for Babies, to help me explain physics to my then three-year-old. Well, he's older now, and this book is getting to be too simple. But he's not yet old enough to study physics with Richard Feynman. But with AI, you can ask it to help you explain, say, quantum physics to, say, an 8-year-old or a 10-year-old, or even to grown-ups such as myself, who need a refresher to learn it in a way that I can understand. The ability to generate custom explanations and lessons to kids of any age is a powerful way AI can assist and change homeschooling. In addition, AI can also help you generate your own syllabus for your child. A syllabus is an outline or a plan of how you want to study a particular subject. Now, most homeschool parents are not trained educators, and they can be unsure on how to create one when they start out. Parents may also be unsure what to even put in a syllabus. I know when I first started homeschooling, I needed guidance on how to create a syllabus for language arts to study it in a more organized way. But with AI, you can ask the computer to generate a syllabus for different subjects and customize it for your child. You can give it prompts like, quote, "Help me create a syllabus for language arts for my 13-year-old that includes works by William Shakespeare and Edgar Allan Poe." And once you do that, and it returns results, you can continue to dive deeper with additional prompts such as, why study Shakespeare in the first place? Or please summarize the major themes of Shakespeare's play, Romeo and Juliet. And then you can continue to fine tune your prompts to the AI system to meet your needs to get the best response. And when it comes to time to test your child, you can use AI to help you generate flashcards, quizzes, and exam questions. For example, let's say you were studying Moby Dick. You can ask the AI system to, quote, help me create a list of essay questions for Moby Dick for my 15-year-old student. I tried that, and I was pretty impressed that the AI generated a list of essay questions about the symbolism of Moby Dick and Captain Ahab's tragic flaw. Pretty much the same type of questions I remember getting when I studied Moby Dick back in high school. And of course, AI can then generate answers to these essay questions that you can then compare to your students' answers. I hope you've gotten a taste so far about the power of AI and how it can change homeschooling. But before you can take advantage of this technology, you need to know how to do prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is all about entering the right query or commands into the AI system to get it to produce the best results that you want. Now, the cool thing about prompt engineering, as opposed to, say, traditional computer coding, is that prompts are normally entered using ordinary English or language of your choice. However, in order to get the best results, it usually takes some trial and error and some knowledge of how the AI system works. So, if you're interested in using Gen AI for homeschooling, I highly recommend learning prompt engineering. I'll put a link in the description below for a free course on prompt engineering that I found to be pretty good. Now, many years ago, I read an interesting book called School's Out: Hyperlearning, the New Technology, and the End of Education. This book was published way back in 1992, before the rise of the internet. It predicted the coming of computers and computer networks that would give us instant access to information and make distance learning possible. The author of this book called this new paradigm hyperlearning and predicted that it would eventually make schools as we know them obsolete. Well, three decades later, schools are still around. But that's because you need more than just access to information to change learning. You also need intelligent systems that can generate educational content tailored to your kids. And that's what AI can do now. So, whether you're a homeschooler or a self-learner, I hope this video has given you some ideas on how AI can change the way you do homeschooling and learning. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to click subscribe for more videos like this one. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.